On my show. Yeah, you know this is CBS Sports Spectacular. Ayo.
Everybody throw your hands in the air.
We here forever, ever. We won't go never, ever. We won't go broke ever, ever. You can't touch me.
CBS Sports Spectacular presents Pride, Passion, and Power. The Hartford Civic Center was the scene of the latest chapter in the premier passion play in women's basketball. UConn pushed its winning streak to 51, and few have been sweeter in the streak than at least temporarily detaining their arch rival's coach, Pat Summitt, on her quest for 800 career wins. Hi, I'm Reese Davis. We're delighted to have you with us for our NCAA Women's Basketball Special. This afternoon, we'll show you a sign of the UConn-Tennessee battle you've never seen as we bring you an inside look at the making of the rivalry. We'll take you to Duke, where one Naismith candidate might lay a PIG on another. And we'll delve into the unique championship elixir found in North Dakota. Plus, we'll tell you the most inspiring story of a championship run you've never heard. Joining me is Lisa Leslie, superstar from the WNBA's LA Sparks, former USC All-American, supermodel. Any other title you want me to throw in?
Well, back-to-back WNBA champions.
No, okay, the back-to-back WNBA champion LA Sparks. I'm going to leave out the part about pursuing the Masters for right now. Lisa, you called the Tennessee-UConn game. You've been part of a fierce rivalry on your own, the USC-UCLA rivalry. What makes this type of game so intense for the players?
I think it's all about the competition, and when you talk about UConn and Tennessee, it's all about wins in their categories. Plus, the coaches have a little bad blood, and I think it carries over to the attitudes of the players. They play hard regardless to what the score is for 40 minutes. So when you're watching UConn and Tennessee, you know you're going to get the best basketball women have to offer. You know, that acrimony gives it a little bit of flavor. The UConn-Tennessee rivalry is just 8 years old. It took the Hatfields and McCoys decades to build up such disdain. Respectful disdain, perhaps, but the feud is intense. Tennessee had 6 days to prepare, more than twice as long as Pat Summitt had enjoyed in any of the previous 15 meetings. Here's an insider's pass with the Lady Vols for the days leading up to last Saturday's clash.
And the horn sounds before Notre Dame can get a shot off, and this game is history. So it comes to a close from Conseco Fieldhouse in Indianapolis. Your final score, Tennessee 77, Notre Dame 61.
But I really think you got to come in there under control.
Yeah, but she's intent on running a pattern here.
Oh, yeah, that's my whole point in putting this tape together for them.
That's what Connecticut does. They come, even if there's a defender back, they still come right at you.
Right.
I think the Tennessee-Connecticut rivalry has evolved from two teams that are well-respected and two teams that are typically in the hunt for a national championship.
You can't make that shot attempt. That doesn't even belong.
Now, we look like a high school team when she does stuff like that.
That's bad. But we'll point it out.
The reason that we didn't get anything inside is because the defense was in the middle. Now, when we reverse it, you ought to have an open post up.
You want to face up all the time, and we need you to get about 10 touches a game in here. Gotta want the ball in the paint. You're not getting enough touches in the paint, Post. Let's execute. Good, good, good. Good. Nice, right there.
I'm really trying to get our post people involved here.
Stay and pose. Quinn, you missed that shot and stopped and hesitated. Now, if we don't take a shot right off, get in your motion. Just because we call something doesn't mean it's going to work 100% of the time.
You got to want to get better. That's the important thing. You got to want to get better. So take what you saw there and say, well, next time I get that opportunity, I'm going to be on balance and knock down the shot.
Okay, don't feel like you've got to force anything. We're too good to have to force things. Be patient. And help her out, because you might be able to see even better.
As a basketball team right now, I think we're getting better. I'll be interested to see how we respond when we go in to this environment, packed house. Certainly, we have to communicate.
You got to yell it out. It's 16,000 sold out. Go, 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 go.
but when we're in our rhythm and playing well, we can be a great basketball team. And you're trying to get that for 40 minutes.
Start that again. You've got to come into a game focused. We can't have this stuff. That's about as ugly as I've seen in a while. And everything else in practice has been pretty short. Now let's go. New group. Nice, Hardy, nice. Nice read. Good player, good win. Get there, time. Execute. Good, Ashley. Big, Ashley. Good read, Brittany. Nice read. Nice job today. Good intensity. Nice job. Good job, y'all. We'll just wait for that. Together on three. 1, 2, 3. Together.
Yeah, we're going to get your front kick. Watching our men's team play against UT Martin, and the score is currently 69-43. We're winning, and we are just killing. Those are the entertainers. Pastor and Sarah. Sometimes Lori, sometimes Courtney. All the rest of us just hang out. Good game, John. 'Spin the globe. It's your turn to spin the globe. Spin it, spin it, spin it.
All around the world, Siemens helps companies prosper by providing them with systems and controls that assure quality regardless of quantity. Whatever the product, wherever consumers consume, we want to help them savor life better.
Spin, spin, spin the globe.
Six-point lead. Davis has a long way to dribble as they inbounded the ball. 85 feet from the basket. For three from the corner, no good. UConn has won the national championship. And they've done it in perfect fashion at 35-0.
February 1st, 2001, the last time the Lady Vols had tasted victory against the Huskies. 2 straight UConn wins had yellowed that memory. On her march toward 800 wins, Pat Summitt had to have her memory jogged to recall her first win. But games against UConn have a way of leaving an indelible mark.
Maybe it's much too early in the game. But I thought I'd ask you just the same. What are you doing, New Year? New Year's Eve.
Hopefully, the fact that we're addressing turnovers, we're not going to have to be a staff that's repeating the same thing a month from now. We got 3, down and back. Go. As fast as you can go, young lady. Might I tell you every day, brush your teeth? And Happy New Year. Happy New Year!
Coach Williams says you need balance in your life. You need balance on the floor. I couldn't agree more.
That's good. That's enough. You run over one time, you'll break her leg. We have to put her to sleep.
And I think that to find what is that balance? You know, how hard do you go? How much time do you take off? Certainly, there are other things other than basketball.
That's what I say I am when I ride it. Bang! What we want to do to Connecticut.
My philosophy has always been, when you step over the line, your focus should be basketball.
Pat knows everything.
Which is good.
Just like your mom knows everything, Pat knows everything.
When you eat ice cream and you shouldn't be.
She know it all. Wherever you go, she knows.
Lori, that's good, huh?
Yeah, girl. We're at the home of Tasha Butts and Ashley Robinson, along with my teammates, Taisha Cooper, Gwen Jackson, and Shauna Bowen.
Right now, though.
Wrapping around, pull the first one through like this.
Make sure you put this on TV.
Whose arms will hold you good and tight. When it's exactly 12 o'clock that night. Welcome in the new year.
They got a lot of personalities. We got a lot of different personalities. And that's what's hard about coaching is making all those personalities mesh.
I do think that there was a great disappointment last year while Connecticut was, I mean, they were an exceptional team. They were obviously very, very special. 4 seniors and then an outstanding player in Diana Taurasi as a sophomore. I think what bothered, I know what bothered our coaching staff, and I have to believe bothered our players, is that we surrendered early.
Gino said he hated orange, so I said, good. I went up to him before the game, told him it's for him. We got a laugh out of that. Obviously, they beat us, so I won't be wearing orange for a while.
Well, we're still here. We're not going anywhere. We plan to be here not only on Saturday, but we plan to be here 5 years down the road. And hopefully it's still a great rivalry.
Still to come, Pig bragging rights at Duke.
So there's no player that gives you fits?
No.
I mean, I'm not here to argue with you.
You splish and splash, splish and splash. Now your pasta's going down the drain, and your family's got hunger pains. Not anymore. Introducing Pasta Pro Cooker, the spill-free way to cook, drain, and serve perfect. Lobster. You can even cook, dry.
And when you hear that whistle blow, no, you can't stop the hustle. Too much muscle groups, you must square up and shoot. The player pursuit, put on your suit, lace up your shoes, get ready to be blazed by the greatest players from Duke. Now it's time to recruit, y'all, stand up. Time to show you that Chris is the answer. A line is the truth. Either one of them know what danger is. We know that it's time that they go at it in a game of pig. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's play.
What was high school like? I mean, I've seen you play, my girls' high school team before, so.
Killed him, huh? Like, my high school was great. We won 4 state championships in a row. I had a great experience. I can say I was definitely prepared for college.
I mean, how hard did you really work to get where you are now?
I think I started out like in Shreveport. We're not really known for like women's basketball, and I had to work hard in order to get asked to play on like certain club teams, and a lot of it I credited to my high school coach. He pushed me, and that's what I need.
What do you think is the strongest part of your game?
Probably my strongest part is like flashing to the goal. I think I can take anyone off the dribble, taking it one-on-one.
What do you enjoy the most doing when playing?
I love it when I get the chance to guard the point guard. The point guard's bringing it down. All slow, looking at the floor and everything, and I just stick my long arms in there and just pick her.
Coleman back the other way now for the Vols, and Beard picks her pocket, didn't leave her any change.
Defense is definitely my favorite. If I don't have a good defensive game, I've had a bad game.
Who do you hate to guard?
Who hates to guard? Me. All right.
Ooh, cocky, aren't you? All right, well then what's your weakest part then?
I don't have a weakness.
Oh, no weakness?
No weakness at all.
Since you have no weakness, how about we play a game of pig, and then I show the cameras your weakness. You go ahead, you can start.
You want me to start?
I mean, ladies first.
Oh, okay.
I mean, whatever works.
You do this.
I don't think I could do that right now.
All right, you guys? Step. All right, you guys.
I want to be Elena Beard. I mean, I want you to show me something that I could take and put in my game. And we're both from Louisiana. I mean, you can at least share some of the wealth.
All right. Let's see. the jumper. It's not too hard. You know, it may be hard for him, but you know, I'll show you a little bit. So you come in right here, between the legs, up. We'll have to make it.
So Beard and Duhan are great players, but Lisa, that takes stuff way too tame. You got to put a letter on somebody. Give me your go-to shot.
Oh, well, it's got to be something like behind the basket or something. Come on over here. Let me show you this. I mean, I have on my jacket and everything, but get behind the basket. Oh, man. Let's try that one more time. Get it up a little bit. Oh, it's good. Oh, there you go.
I got to pee. Game day draws closer for the Lady Vols.
Today. Go over all the little stuff. I think we're just shooting around up there. Just right before the game, just get used to buckets. So we'll probably do a lot of our game plan today.
With the exception of our post people and our help side. But ball side, we're not looking to help. We're not going to give them the open three. So now my responsibility is to keep my player in front of me. All right. Yeah, there you go. Body. Go screen it. Into the body. Into the body. Good. All right, hold up. Nice job. Okay, ladies. Good preparation day. Hopefully that helps you to know what you got to do and feel good about that. Danielle's got all the info. Let's go 11 o'clock in, lights out tonight, because we're getting up and leaving in the morning early. All right? Good job today. Good job, Nancy.
I want to film you filming me. Hey, how is that? This is not Tyler's hat. This is Jonathan's hat. Hey, everybody. We're off to you, John.
I think we're better prepared. No doubt we've had time to work and we've had some rest time, and I think that's important too. We go out every night and play against what we think is the best competition day in and day out, and we hope we can go up in their environment and just play well.
The only thing that I can predict for you is that it's going to be a hard-fought game for 40 minutes, and my team is going to come to play, and we're going to do everything it takes to win.
I made it so stupid about it because I don't know what to expect. You know, I'm just going in and playing. I'm just going to go in and have fun, and I don't care what the fans are going to say, or I don't care what I'm supposed to be feeling.
I'll be interested to see how we respond when we go in to this environment, packed house. Certainly, we have to communicate and pull together as a team.
We want to be happy, we want to be proud, we want to make our fans proud, you know, we want to make our coaching staff proud, and, you know, and also, last but not least, we want to be proud ourselves to know that we went out there to do the things that they taught us, the things that we know what to do. It's just all about pride.
Lori's your roommate. The elevator's that way.
Done. Give my cake. Give my cake. Oh, I see. You taking care of. No, that's all he gave me. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're no good. Yeah, okay. Whenever she wants to take you out, Vicky's the one that says, leave her in, leave her in. Vicky's the one. Don't be saying, get lost in there.
I think that we are deeper than them in the post game, so we gotta wear down on their post play.
I think our post should kick their butt. I think our guard should kick their butt. I think we should beat them on every hustle play. I think we should beat them on the boards, in front of all their people, in front of everybody. If you don't come to the game thinking that, then it's not gonna happen.
You know, I'm like Kara, and I told y'all this for the Notre Dame game. It is so important how you take the court in every competitive situation, because nobody likes us anyway. So the fact we don't have any friends, we don't have to be friendly, okay? So let's be ready to go to war.
What do you care? You've got the goodness of Reese's peanut butter and milk chocolate. Get lost in a Reese's.
Right now, get all the shrimp you can eat at Red Lobster. Oh, yeah.
It's back. All-you-can-eat shrimp at Red Lobster. So much mouth-watering shrimp pasta, freshly breaded shrimp, and shrimp scampi. Everyone's talking about it. All-you-can-eat shrimp for a limited time at Red Lobster.
What do you care? You've got the goodness of Reese's peanut butter and milk chocolate. Get lost in a Reese's.
I swim the 200. I study sociology. I grind out laps. I cram for tests. I race nationals. I take finals. And when I finish, I'll be ready to start. There are 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and we're all training to perform in whatever we go on to do.
Your ultimate online sports experience. For the fastest scores, stats, and first-rate fantasy sports, go to CBSSportsline.com or enter AOL keyword CBS Sportsline.
My name is Royce 5'9". Yeah. The word for the day is win. Yeah. Yeah, from North Dakota to South Dakota, we about to show you that anybody with mouth is over. There's been a mistake if you even think that Amy Ruley loses. Never. This is the winning state like the Wizard of Westwood, Wooten, Walton, Wilkes, and Lou Alcindor from UCLA. WIN, the baller motto. 8 championships. Wow, what do they put in those water bottles?
When it comes to championships, not even the hard-scrabble playgrounds of New York City or rims hanging on barns in Indiana trump the Rough Rider State. With 8 championships between them, North Dakota State and the University of North Dakota have dominated Division II women's hoops. State beverage in North Dakota is milk. I think Royce 5'9" might have had it right. Must be something in the water.
Good evening and welcome to Bison Feedback. We begin this evening with Amy Ruley.
We get called, plan straight up, see him bumped her. All right. Nope, she bumped her, but, well, there we go.
Amy, with the great run that the Bison have had, and the Sioux for that matter, over the last dozen years, how much of that speaks to the work ethic of the people around here in the upper Midwest?
You know, I think it's a tremendous compliment to the quality of the people that we have in this part of the country.
I think people up here understand there's no such thing as a free ride. You got to work for what you earn. And certainly the girls on the basketball team know that. They were raised in the little towns in North Dakota.
My dad's a hard worker. He usually gets up, around 7 o'clock in the morning, and during harvest time usually doesn't get in till at least midnight.
In this part of the country, it seems like coaches really teach fundamentals. So
Move that ball fast, players. 1-2 cross. Inside, outside.
I teach basic skills and keep building on those skills. And then we do a lot of contests to make it fun for the kids. And then after that, it's like, a lot of scrimmages.
My parents and all the coaches that I've ever had, they've always said work your hardest and try your best and you'll do great.
Nice job, Lizzie!
I started playing basketball in 4th grade. I play on the 5th grade team because I got moved up.
Nice. Good. Can't shoot. Straight. Catch it, shoot it.
If they don't give 100%, I do have a philosophy, you need to play hard or go home.
And I think the kids around here like to be challenged, too. You tell them they can't do it, they'll prove you wrong most of the time.
They're small-town kids that come in and somehow find a way to beat kids from other big-time cities. It has to be part of the fun for them.
Maybe it's because we have nothing else to do up here. You know, I mean, in the winters it's freezing out.
You know, you think you're on a frozen prairie, but there's a lot of good things that are easy to get involved in around here.
You talk to a lot of these kids, and they spent the winter with one basketball sitting next to the register and the other one out in the driveway, and couldn't dribble, had to shoot, run one in when it got cold, and get the warm basketball, come back out.
Then there's hunting, you know, Don does a lot of hunting.
In order to do anything, you gotta go out and shovel it yourself or do it yourself, and I actually liked doing it when I was a kid.
I know it was 1997, 115 inches.
Bison feedback continues tonight. Where are you going to get your players for the future?
You know, I still think this is a great recruiting area. It's evident by the fact that so many Division I schools are here recruiting now.
People like to come and watch people from the state. You know, everyone feels a closeness. Like, if you're good in basketball in North Dakota, everyone in the state knows about you.
Being 500,000 people, you really get to know who you're recruiting pretty fast, too.
They grow up, number one, learning about the Bison-Sioux rivalry, and you know, we've always said you don't sit the fence. 91, we win a national championship. Finished second in 92, win it in 93, 94, 95, 96. Get upset by the Sioux in 97. They go on 97, 98, 99 to win the championship. We come back in 2000 and we play for the championship, losing in overtime. 2001, they lose it in overtime. I mean, it's phenomenal when you think about it.
You have to have the success to have the great rivalry.
I don't think so, but we've always said, you know, it really wouldn't matter if it was tiddlywinks. It was the Bison and the Sioux matching up. It would become a big game.
I think if you're talking to a person on the fence, I think they would say it's great that one of the teams goes on.
We are big rivals, so I think you know, it's hard to swallow when one of us does better than the other. But for the good of the whole, it is a very good thing, and it's brought a lot of pride to the state of North Dakota and to our various communities.
If you're saying that we would like to see them get there if we don't, I think the answer probably would be on both sides deep down, no.
All right, Amy, thanks for stopping by. Bison feedback tonight on News Talk Sports Radio, 970 WPAY.
Only 500,000 people in the state of North Dakota, Lisa. You've won back-to-back championships. You know how tough that was. And I know it's 2 schools, but how difficult must this achievement have been? It's lasted over a decade.
I think it's great, and you have to think there must be some sort of system that these young girls are probably growing up playing basketball, moving to each level, but at the same time, maybe there's something in their water because, I mean, that's just crazy. It's an amazing accomplishment.
Well, you know, that's what Royce 5'9" says. He says it's in the water. You know, speaking of dominance, got my pig shot. You know, I would dunk, but I know you're in dress.
Don't hurt yourself, Reed.
This will put a letter on anybody because nobody uses the board anymore. Gonna bank.
Block that.
Oh!
Get that out of here.
Foul.
That's how you do it.
You know, Lena Beard and Chris Duhon are free to choose from my repertoire. That was a foul. What's the red spot?
Shot of the Chris Duhon floater. Dribbling with my right.
Oh, do I have to shoot it left-handed?
I look like Chris Duhon.
Oh, I got fouled. So I would feel, you know, being ranked the best college basketball player in the country.
I mean, it's an honor just to be up there because you know that your work really paid off.
What's it like playing for Duke? And this is a college known for, you know, college basketball.
It's definitely an honor. You know, coming into a program that was on the rise, coming in as a freshman, Duke was definitely coming up because they made it to the Final Four the year before. And I knew that it was about to take off. So I think this year is like definitely the beginning of our dynasty.
I mean, you said earlier you have no weaknesses. So, like, what moves do I have to do to become Elena Beard?
You just gotta play. You just gotta play a basic game.
I mean, do you have any like special moves, like a?
The go-to move would be going to my left. Because I mean, no one is stopping me going left, so you know, go to the left.
I mean, I guess I'll let you win right now, but
let me win. Let me win. All right.
Go ahead. I mean, it's your shot anyway, so go ahead.
He's letting me win. Remember that. He's got a PI. Have P.
I'm a gentleman.
This shot is about to be
I'm
a G.
a gentleman. I'm a gentleman. I mean, I might as well shoot this with my eyes closed because, I mean, we are doing a special on Elena Beard.
No excuses.
Not Chris Duval.
No excuses.
I mean, it was almost a G.
You see that? He doesn't even have to jump.
I mean, I'm not even
like
serious
that.
right now. I mean, did I shoot a regular jumper? No. No.
Coming up, a story that you'll have to see to believe. Sounds of silence making triumphant noise. And also, game day draws closer for the Lady Vols as they gear up for their trip to Yukon. That's after this message and a word from your local station.
Gotta want the ball in the paint. You're not getting enough touches in the paint, Post.
The 7-layer nachos from Taco Bell. So much flavor for so little price, you may become a 7-flavor optimist.
You mind? Knock yourself out.
7-layer nachos at just 99 cents. Get all the flavor of 7 intense taste stacked on golden chips. They're a value. Down to the very last bite. To get more flavor for 99 cents, think outside the bun.
The People's Choice Awards is the best place to find your favorite movie stars. Tom Hanks, Julia Roberts, music stars, Dixie Chicks, Eminem, and your TV favorites. Ray Romano.
Thank you very much.
The cast of CSI and many more. Vote for your favorites at CBS.com. Tony Danza hosts the People's Choice Awards. Live, CBS tonight. A double dose of college basketball's hot deal. First, Notre Dame collides with Kentucky. Then the big boys of the Big Ten. Illinois slams into Indiana next Saturday on CBS.
Simon Baker is The Guardian. Tuesday on CBS. It's all here.
Ordinary mushroom sauce.
It's okay.
Portobello mushroom sauce.
Ooh, love it, baby.
Introducing Arby's new Portobello mushroom and Swiss. It'll be a big hit with your appetite, with beef oven roasted for 3 full hours.
Slow's the way to go.
And real sliced Portobello mushrooms. You've never had a sauce like this before.
Hello, Portobello.
Arby's new Portobello mushroom and Swiss.
Give in to your grown-up tastes.
More of you than ever before are turning to WVLT Volunteer TV News Night Watch at 11. Maybe because we always give you a complete weather forecast at 11:01 every night. Maybe it's the 15 minutes of non-stop, uninterrupted news and weather so you can get informed and get to bed. Putting your weather first or the 15-minute advantage, or both. Your people-friendly news each night is WVLT Volunteer TV News Night Watch at 11. Taking action for you.
WVLT Volunteer TV News is taking action for you.
Schweitzer down the lane. Got it! 57-50. Clement for 3, a rainbow. And Gail Gestencourt can barely contain herself, and you can't blame her. Samika Randall hits it at the buzzer. Duke wins.
1999, Duke beat Tennessee in the national semifinals. It sounded the arrival of the Devils as a national power. That was the same year Tiny Gallaudet College fired a shot worthy of being heard around college basketball. The world's only 4-year university for the deaf made it to the Sweet 16 of the Division III tournament. Fittingly, the inspirational story is told through sight rather than sound. A class project that year assigned students to chronicle Gallaudet's season through a photo essay. The winning result? Deaf girls rule.
Seeing them all on the floor again warmed my heart. It was deja vu. And the instinct to want to give them feedback and tell them what they were doing wrong and to correct errors and, you know, applaud the good things that they did. But all I could do was just stand there and smile.
You know, when I look back at the Sweet 16 season in 1999, it's undescribable, unforgettable. That special feeling that we had. You know, we didn't realize that we could go as far as we did, that we had a strong connection, and we had the talent.
We knew that we were going to be in the spotlight, that we had expectations for ourselves, and we knew that there were expectations from us, from the university, and from the deaf community.
It's definitely a sense of accomplishment, but not because we're deaf, but because we played good ball. But as far as it being an accomplishment because we're deaf, we don't think that way. Of course, we have limitations because of fouls, but otherwise, with the communication and the play, without that sense of hearing, it didn't make any difference for us at all. You know, if we were hearing, we might know that something was different, but we always found a way to communicate, so there was no difference. They were very close and connected, and the chemistry was amazing. It's like, you know, it's based on rocket fuel, you know, they went through the roof in terms of the chemistry. They played well together, and they did great together. That team, that year, knew each other so well. We were more than just teammates. We were together all the time. And that did translate into better communication on the floor. Because we knew what the others were doing and we could read each other. So that helped a lot, it's true. It's not easy to just pull a deaf team together and have them start playing. It's hard. With hearing teams, they have a lot of people wanting to play, large numbers going through the university, so they have a big pool of players. They can always call on other people. But with us, you know, we have to work hard and develop all that.
I have a quote on my door by Eleanor Roosevelt that says, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." And it's something that I try and live by, and it's something that I try and instill in my athletes, that unless we believe what somebody says, if they're putting us down, it's not going to happen.
I'm sure a lot of the hearing teams looked at us as a deaf team and called us the deaf team. They probably didn't call us the Gallaudet team. They put the emphasis on being deaf. And we could see that in their attitudes on the floor. I do believe that happened. And I know, you know, that the coaches would say that to their players. They'd say, "You lost to a deaf team, what's the matter with you?" And try to use that to make things worse for them. People didn't like a deaf team beating their team. They felt that if a deaf team was able to beat their team, there was something wrong with them, that they should be embarrassed. You know, I major in social work, and in that program I've learned that there are a lot of people out there, a lot of people in society who view deaf people, who view black people, who view different minority groups in a different way. And we are a minority group. So what we have to do is show them that we can do it. And we say to others, because we did it, that means any deaf person can do it. And it's not just basketball. It applies to life in general. It applies to anything that happens out in the world, to work, to academics, whatever it is that you want to do. That's what we want to teach deaf people. I worked at one school, and some of the kids there, you know, at the age of 3, 4, and 5, have no language at all. They've had no communication. And I feel so bad for them, you know, and I look at where they've come from, and I meet the parents, and the parents don't know how to sign. The parents don't know much about deaf people, and that gets me upset and angry. So I got involved with that program and going to families' homes to help the parents communicate with their children. That's so important. I taught last year, and we had a big white mural, white wall, and I told the students that the deaf world is just a dot in the population of the earth. You know, we're just a dot on this big white wall. So how can a dot educate the whole board? I think it's very important to educate hearing people, to let them know that deaf people are not any different than they are. We're just like them, except that we can't hear. That's the only difference between deaf people and hearing people. So if you look at jobs and opportunities, we should have equal access. There should be no difference. That they often set us aside and don't think about us, but we've got so much potential, and so I would like for them to realize that we can do everything or anything except hear. They don't know what deaf culture is like, and they don't know about the deaf community. They have no idea what that's like, and that's why they think we're different. But in reality, we don't look any different than they do. We look just like you do, we just can't hear. So it's nice that there are deaf people who are willing to go out there and educate the hearing people, because we value those people. We want all of us to be together in one world.
What a remarkable story. Lisa, you had a deaf teammate when you played AAU ball. How was that experience?
Well, I think it was wonderful. She was a great athlete. She worked really hard out there on the floor, excellent defense player, and I think she was considered one of the best athletes on the floor. So there was no problems out there, and I think just like the lady Gallaudet, she didn't want our pity. She played hard because she loved the game with passion, just as you just saw those ladies do.
Taught us a great lesson, didn't they? They do the same things we do. They just happen not to hear the same things. When we continue on the show, we'll take you backstage as Tennessee draws closer to its date with UConn.
I have to focus, gather everything I've learned, all my successes, all my sacrifices, all my pain, and concentrate that energy into one moment. That's the moment I'll use every single day of my life. There are 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Every year, Americans overpay nearly $1 billion in taxes. Let H&R Block help get your money back. We'll double-check past returns free. Those who refiled with us average $1,300 more.
Daddy, what are you doing?
Paying bills?
You sure got a lot of bills.
Yeah.
You know, Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger made Dave's way. A hot baked potato, crispy chicken nuggets, even our chili is just 99 cents every day on Wendy's Super Value menu.
So help, you can take this back.
Hey, isn't this your brother's?
The Super Value menu at Wendy's, the best 99 cents you can spend.
Spin, spin, spin the globe. It's your turn to spin the globe.
All around the world, Siemens provides hospitals and doctors with the tools they need to make the right decisions right away. From diagnostics to patient information to care management, we're doing our part to help people everywhere feel better.
Spin, spin, spin the globe. It's your turn to spin the globe.
Jim Nance in New York coming up at 4 Eastern on the NFL Today. We're going live on the field in Oakland for the latest on the Jets-Raiders showdown. Plus, Titans head coach Jeff Fisher and Eagles defensive end Hugh Douglas will join us live to talk about their big wins yesterday. We'll see you back here 4 Eastern on the NFL Today. In the meantime, let's go back to the CBS Sports Spectacular.
I love this for you because we're going to learn so much this afternoon about who we are and what we represent. And so for 40 minutes or ever how many minutes it takes, you got to be focused, you got to compete. That's your job. And that's what you got to do for our team today. But when you're playing, you got a chance every time in every possession to come up big. Because it's going to be a war. It's going to be physical. It's going to be aggressive. But the main thing you got to do when you walk out there and step over that line, you got to compete for the University of Tennessee.
Play by Tennessee
Hey, Stu, we
has
covered
been
the line.
strong. Larson had a good look.
Come here. Good thing about this team, I hesitate to put the ball in your hands if you're going to do what you've been doing. You're taking about, listen to me, you don't have to do it alone. You're taking about 4 off-balance contested shots. You trust this group? It's one thing, you're a great competitor, but you've got to keep your composure, right? We need you to do that, because if you do this, then that breaks everybody else down. Just be patient with it. You understand what we're looking for? It has to be your priority in the second half. I'd rather them beat you long in transition and us have people going hard to the boards.
That's #1 priority. Second thing is that we get more transition points. And that's work. That's work, but we can substitute more freely. If you get tired, pull yourself.
Go, go! 12! 12! Forward, forward! Push! Push! This way!
54-47 Tennessee.
Watch your bumping in here!
Under a minute to go. 3-point game.
They need a 3. We're in our 5 defense. If they start penetrating, give them a layup and get out of their way.
Tarazi for 3. Tennessee must go the distance, or we're smelling overtime. This time it will not go, and it's overtime.
What I want you to do. Turn and scream. Markel. Right there. She's open. You'll hit her.
But will inbound. Lawson has a good look.
Against a team like this, with a player like that, we can't put ourselves in that position. So she can nail a 3 from just about anywhere. I don't like losing. I know you don't like losing. But you don't need to feel like you can't take this and learn something from it. This is not the end. This is just the beginning. We're going to learn a lot from this.
Listen, we should have won. You know that. We appreciate it. I'm sorry.
Well, coming from you, I believe it. Thank you.
Coming up next, somebody's going to have a G dropped on them and be a pig.
I think we should do a special on my jumper. Oh. That's PI right now.
PI.
Presenting
It's metal. I'm boiling this.
Medieval Knievel.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're brilliant.
Please.
Not everything can be as good as the original, but Diet Dr. Pepper is. Diet Dr. Pepper. Tastes more like regular Dr. Pepper.
How you doing?
Okay, watch closely. Accessories. Shack-accessories. Accessories. Shack-accessories.
Don't buy accessories just anywhere. Radio Shack has a bigger selection of high-quality computer, wireless, and AV accessories than ever before. Radio Shack Shack-accessories.
I love that name.
Shack-accessories. Only at Radio Shack.
You've got questions, they've got answers.
Think. Read. React. Struggle.
Succeed. Grow.
Every time we step on the floor, class is in session.
There are 360,000 NCAA student athletes.
And each one of us is getting 2 educations.
We're going to check out his free throw style.
And what are you
About
aiming
3
for, the top
dribbles,
of the square?
bend your knees. I go up with it. Ooh.
Oh, it's not bad. Yeah. But hey, I mean, it seems to work when the camera's on. We sat down and reminisced. I mean, what would be your best college moment so far?
My best college moment would be probably winning the ACC championship last year. We were down by 12 points with like 5 minutes to go. We came back and won by like 6, playing against UNC. And that is my favorite moment right now. And then, you know, you never know what'll happen at the end. Maybe I'll have another favorite moment.
I mean, are you going to guarantee me a national championship? Am I going to see one of these banners over here on the women's side?
I definitely want to see a banner up there. But you know how people, you know, they take things, you know, off of TV and they use it as motivation. So I don't want to give anyone, like, sign of motivation or anything, you know, so they can use it against us when they play us. So, I mean, you know, it's definitely a goal of ours to have one of those up. So, we will. Ooh.
Who did you admire? Who did you look at?
I think when I was probably in middle school, I admired Reggie Miller. Because he was a hot stuff, but he was hot at the time, you know.
So you have a crush on him?
Reggie Miller, he's a good player. He's a great player.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think that's trouble for you. Maybe trouble. Wow. I have no weaknesses. Did you see that? Give me 10 players right now
10
that
players.
will be on the dream team.
In the NCAA? Out of college? I would never go, you know, into battle without a Misty Bass or an Isis Tiller, you know, and then if Monique Curry was here, she would definitely be on the dream team. And then from UConn, you have Dana Taurasi, which he's definitely one of the best players in the country. And then Latoya Thomas, Nicole Powell from Stanford, Chantel Anderson from Vandy. She's great. And I think that would definitly be, like, my dream team right there.
So, I mean, would you start on that team, or would you?
Definitely. Hard worker.
All right. You know, thanks for coming to Chris Duhon one-on-one.
No, thank you, man.
But, cool.
All right.
Appreciate it.
All right.
See y'all later. Thank you for the
us.
time.
You know, Lisa, this sport is growing thanks in large part to players like you and great rivalries like UConn and Tennessee, and the sport is burgeoning in popularity.
I think it is, and these young women have so many opportunities. The game is changing so much. They're able to drive left hand, right hand. They're crossing over. They're shooting three-pointers from long range. And I think with the WNBA ahead of them, I mean, their world's unlimited right now, and I think the talent's going to just continue to grow more and more.
I know it's pretty early, but who's going to the Final Four?
Oh, well, you have to give Duke's going to be there. I think Connecticut, Tennessee, and I need a West Coast team, Stanford.
You know, they wouldn't let you go home if you didn't take a West Coast team. Who wins it all?
I'm going to put my money on Elena Beard this year. I think Duke could definitely be able to pull it off.
Okay, we're going to hold you to that. Lisa, always fun. Thanks a lot to everyone involved with the making of our show, especially to the University of Tennessee for giving us unprecedented access leading up to the UConn game. For Lisa Leslie, I'm Reese Davis. We leave you with more from rising hip-hop star Royce 5'9". Might be a little bit short on size, but he can post up the big boys and girls in rhyme. The road to Atlanta and the women's Final Four is underway.
I told y'all that Dylan's the strongest women, the long-time struggle to shine involved in feelings. Yes, you can't touch me, it's the theme for them.